You're not asking about common sense.
Alright, let Luke
explain.
So we can shut him down.
So let me explain.
I'm ready for this.
Me too.
Okay, after the fight, right?
After the fight.
Okay. I want to share no interruptions, alright?
Go ahead.
After the fight, right? Y'all went downstairs to check he was okay, right?
Yes.
After he was okay, y'all all could have came. What area upstairs?
Okay.
Okay, the lady called, right, for the cops, right? So the cops is looking around for the certain type of description. Y'all want to walk around the block, knowing that he's looking for y'all.
My turn. Wait,
No.
Going this way. Okay, first of all,
Alright.
we have to walk around so we can get some air. Who wants to go in a building? Of course, if they sitting in front of the building. Cops see him sitting in front of the building. Of course, the first place they're gonna check is in the building if we sit in there.
If you're in the house, it
But
doesn't
if
matter.
it's your friend, I can understand if it's somebody else. I'm not gonna run downstairs, but Ariel's my friend. That's like one of my close friends. Of course, I'm gonna see it. But obviously, at the time, we're not thinking, okay, let's walk and talk. Let's see what's happening. You're not thinking about the cops right now because the cops done pulled off.
They called though. They're not gonna pull
How
up.
we know they called? We was upstairs.
Okay, so you get
We were
stabbed.
upstairs.
You get stabbed. Say if
We
you
were
get
upstairs.
stabbed. No. Say if you get stabbed.
Nobody
They're
got
gonna
stabbed.
pull off. They're gonna pull up. They're not gonna come
Nobody
back.
got stabbed.
What if they get stabbed, right?
We came downstairs and it
No.
was over. We
But
know.
if they did come back, you acted like, oh, they came right back in front of the building.
Exactly.
They ain't come. They was
They went
looking around.
around.
They was looking
How
around.
we know they called if we
'Cause
came
we
downstairs
came
and nobody
after
was
that
there?
happened.
You ain't see outside?
No.
My point, if we
So how the
we
cops
didn't know
came
they
first? How
called.
they came in
Listen,
the first
all right,
place?
listen. We went downstairs and no cops were out there. Nobody was out there. It was
'Cause
just
it was
Ariel
over.
and
It
Chantel
was
sitting on the
over.
steps. That's why we
But
came out there.
Why
We
was
walked
y'all
with them.
walking? Okay, yeah, made
Because
sure
we
he's
wanted to get some air,
okay.
yeah.
Why didn't bring him upstairs though? To the house.
Because he wanted to walk to get some air.
But that's not common sense.
How's it not? I don't know if
It's not common sense for
We
him.
think
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna beat someone up right now. Y'all
It's
come with
common
me.
sense for
She's
Ariel not to walk around.
But the whole
It's not
the whole
common sense
point
for us.
exactly the whole point was no cops were downstairs and we didn't see no cops, so we came down. It was like, oh, it's over. Let's just walk around. We did not realize that, Luther. You think it sarcastically?
No, it's common sense for
You would
Ariel,
never
not
do
us.
that. You would not
I
do
would have
that.
came and see if he was okay and then bring him up.
Then you
I
like,
think
all right,
about-
leave
no,
it.
no,
You
think
don't leave
about
your
it.
friend out there, no.
Mom, let
I
me
said
explain.
this.
But
Talk
look,
about
all
it.
right, look. So so he's downstairs, right? When we came downstairs, there was no cops there, and they were just sitting on the stoop. So he was like, "Oh, it's probably over." Then we walking around. He's like, "Oh, let's walk around." So we walk around. One, we didn't do nothing, so we carefree. We don't care what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
And he's walking around. So
Second,
then,
the cops
for
pulled
you
up
saying,
on
"Oh,
that.
it's common sense for us to go upstairs," it's common sense for him to go upstairs
Because
we
he
was
did
in
it too.
We wasn't in it, so we just walking around to
But
see
you
what
know,
happened.
you know, if you still like around him, you still get the same arrested. Well, you didn't get.
No,
arrested.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. Because when the cops came to him, I moved to
Yes,
3
me
cars
and him
down.
moved.
And the
3
cop
cars.
came behind me, and I'm like, yo, I didn't even do anything.
And just because Mouse is wearing, I don't know why would the girl do that, because Mouse is wearing brown skinny
He's
jeans
black.
with a purple shirt.
And he said, she was
No,
saying
the
you wear
lady was
white,
like,
right?
white t-shirts and Yankee fitted. Well, I'm Luther. My name is Luther Ware. I'm 16 years old. I go to Harry S. Truman High School. And I'm currently a senior. I think it was July or something. I forgot. It was a few months back. And I was in my house. And there was fighting going on downstairs. So I went to go check on it with my little brother. And then my friend was fighting. So I went to go check on him, right? And then we went around the corner, around my block. And then the police came. And then they pulled up on the curb and told him to get against the wall. So I moved away from him so I won't get any of that. And then a police officer came behind me and started asking me questions. So then he arrested me, put me in the car, and arrested my friend Ariel and his girlfriend. And they put them in the car and they took us to the station. When I first saw the police car go on him, I was like, oh crap, so something bad is gonna happen. So I tried to move away from them, and then a police officer came to me, and he asked me if I had any drugs or anything on me. So he checked my pockets, and then he was looking around the area for if I tossed anything. And then he told me to put my hands behind my back, and I was telling him I didn't even do anything. So then he grabbed my hand and he put it behind my back, and then he put me on the floor. And I was feeling and it was late at night, and my mom didn't know I was out, so I was like, oh crap, so how am I gonna explain this to her? just settled down. I was like, fuck, maybe they'll let me go at the station. That did not happen. So we kept driving. Actually, it was like 5 minutes. Because the precinct's like right on the block. So it took like a back way, pulled out, went down to the precinct, and then we got out, and they moved us into the building. There's like mad cops. There's like the front desk or something like that. They patted us down. Do you have any electronics or keys or anything like that? I'm like, no. Like, I don't even do anything, so why am I here? So I keep telling them that, and then they just put me in a cell. Like, and it feels like it was in like the back abandoned part of the precinct. It was a cell, then wall, and cell, wall. Yeah. And then the front of the cells, like, you can't see anything. Like, they put you in this tight corridor with the cells. There's a wall, like, it's like outside, like a wall. And there was a window, and all I did was kept looking at the window the whole time, because there was like a street light there. And I was like, I would kill to be outside right now. I was so angry and depressed. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so. They had me waiting there for like hours by myself in that room. And I was looking at that street light, and I was like, damn, I want to be outside. I was thinking of an escape route. Like I was a convict or something. I was like, how am I gonna escape? I was like, I just want to escape, like run. Like, damn, I'm not gonna get away with that. So, fuck it, might as well ride it out. I hear the cops joking outside. I'm like, assholes. And now I'm in the cell. It smells like mad urine and mad writings on the wall. I'm just sitting there. I'm cold as shit. Like, I'm freezing. I got my hands in my shirt. It's mad boring. So they was like, and then my mom came, and then she gave me a jacket, and then they just put me back in the cell. And then that's when the detectives, the officer took me up to the detectives, and they questioned me, like, get my statement and stuff like that. And I'm like, asking them, can I go home? They're like, no, because now you're an accessory to the crime. Oh my god. So then they put me in the cell with Ariel, and then got the fingerprints and stuff.
Part of the issue is that I think it's particularly sensitive when it's a younger gentleman,
Right.
because for as much as control his mom might want to have, it's Luther's the one who's telling me what to do.
Right.
So I'm gonna have some private conversations with him about how we should go forward. But before that, I'm just meeting for the person.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be rude, but I'm gonna kind of couch you guys for now, and we're gonna talk. And go from there. I understand that's his mom's.
Wait,
Right.
can I tell my mom what you said?
You can tell whoever you want anything. We're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about what
Top secret and stuff.
what your privacy concerns are. But as an attorney, I represent you and not your mom. And because you're charged as an adult, you don't need your mom's consent for anything. In terms of our relationship. And I can't do what his mom wants me to do with this case.
It's the easy way back then.
For better or worse, you're treated as an adult in this system. So if take a real broad hypothetical, if they're saying, if they're offering probation, let's say, and his mom thinks that's a great idea because what he needs is structure in his life or something. And I say, well, no, actually, I think we can get this case dismissed if we wait, 2 weeks. I'm not going to take probation because his mom thinks, that he needs structure in his life.
Right, of course, yeah.
Because you're a young man, I don't want to assume that you've had. I don't want you to feel like anything's taken away from you. I don't know how to stress this anymore, but his mom really can't tell him how to do this.
I used to be on drugs.
crack cocaine. And I used 13, 14 years. I had children in the process, and I lost some of my kids, and I ended up getting all my kids back. I have 9 kids. I got arrested too. Was in the system, in jail for 3 years, and and I came out. I did a program, kept my urines on a basis every weekend clean. Went to see my kids in foster care, and I did what I had to do, and I never looked back. And then eventually I got all my kids back, all 9 of them. I got all my kids back. So that's about it. I've been clean 14 years now, so I'm all right. I work for the city. I drive a garbage truck. I clean the park, and I'm just doing what I gotta do. I'm living for me and my kids. That's it. It was lonely. It was scary. But I did my time. I got my parenting skills. I got a job. I worked in the laundry and the bakery. Missing my kids was on my mind terribly, because I know that all the brothers and sisters I have no sisters, I have brothers. Nobody really couldn't take care of my kids, so I had to get home to them. And I know they was in foster care, so I got myself together. I got home and got myself together and went to a program. They sent me to a program after I did 3 years, and I had to do 26 months in the program. So I stayed clean from the first day I hit the jail cell. So I was basically good to go, and I didn't turn back because I didn't want to return that cycle no more. That wasn't for me. My mother had my back either way, but she said, come on, get yourself together and get your kids, and I don't want you to live that life no more. You don't have to live like that no more. So I choose to stay clean, and I've been almost 15, 14 years clean now, and I tell my kids, and I tell them everything about my drug use and everything, because I don't want them to hear from somebody else, and I want them to know that I went through a hell of a lot out there to maintain and to get myself together and get them back out of foster care. It's easy to get your kids taken, but it's hard to get your kids to get them back. You understand what I'm saying? You have to go through a lot. But I did it, and I had 6 kids in foster care, and I did what I did, So that's about it with me.
I don't remember a lot, but I was in foster care, I think, with 3 families.
So let me ask you a question. Do you remember your mother always coming to see you?
Yeah, he came a lot.
Huh?
We still have pictures in the house.
Every visit, right?
Yeah, I got pictures of Uncle Fred and stuff like that.
Yeah, every visit.
And
toys, clothes, everything. I was faithfully. I traveled an hour and a half on the Long Island Railroad for a 1-hour visit. But I never stopped. And I did it for 3 years straight. Excuse me. I did it for 3 years straight, but I never gave up. I did it by myself, my mother, my brother, my whole family did it with me. But I never gave up, because that's all I have is my kids. I made a mistake, and I had to fix that mistake, and I got my kids back. But sorry.
so emotional.
I am emotional. So what?
The question becomes, can he execute that in terms of public policy, as opposed to just...
Choose tone abs, slimmer thighs, and a sexy butt. You're always the winner with Lucille Roberts Election Sale. Hurry, Lucille Dollar Sale ends tomorrow.
School?
Visit any of our 3 hours from now until December 8th.
But mommy bought me polo boots today. Expensive too.
Why you want polo boots?
With the fur on the side.
Why you want polo boots?
My godmother was buying me it.
Yeah, man, polo boots are like mad like this.
17.
Yeah.
What? Now let's open this.
Yo, Dad. going to court today, so. I got 9. Yeah, I'm going to like 9, I think. Alright, you gonna be here before 9? Are you?
Yeah, I have to take the 6 bus. Straight there.
Alright, then. I'll tell Mom to call you or something. Yeah, she's going. Mom! Yeah, she's going. Yeah. Look at it. Huh? No, she's going, yeah. Alright, cool.
Come on, let's go eat.
Miss Earl.
Come on, because we gotta go.
Charlie Goose.
Come on, baby, I gotta take you to school.
Somebody put my plate.
As opposed to just saying the Democrats are wrong. You should cut taxes. Now you're going to have to do that. You know, Professor Berg, it seems as significant as last night was, less of an event than it did 1994 in 2006. I mean, we grew up with Speaker O'Neill. It was like unimaginable, like he was involved. Now it's seen.
Yeah. How you doing? You alright?
Yeah.
How you feel?
Alright.
What you think? What you think?
I think they're just gonna give it an ACD thing.
Don't you really want this to go away?
Yeah.
Because when you go in January, which is 2 more months, you can't have nothing pending on your record at all. Because you recruit in January and they take you right after graduation. You can't have nothing on your record when they recruit you. So you go want this to go away.
I figure I'll go when I'm 21. I still want to get a college education.
No, once you're 18, they think you go when you're 18.
No, I know, but I want to go when I'm 21.
They got college, they said. I asked all kind of questions. I think you sit around this neighborhood and just wait. You understand what I'm saying? They got college.
What happened today? I don't know. I thought I was gonna get dismissed today. I spoke to Alejandro. They just told me that I gotta get a new court date, and that's about it. That's really what he told me. The ACD was like, my lawyer, he asked the prosecutor for one, but she said she couldn't because I don't have enough witnesses. So basically, it was like canceled. So then I have to get another court date, and hopefully while, in between now and my other court date, I can get the ACD. And maybe it'll just discharge the case. I really don't understand, Jack, about what's happening. All I know is I gotta go to court and then they send me back home to another court date. So it's like kind of confusing. March 24th, I think.
You want to share a hamburger with me till Tuesday?
So you
Yeah, you can talk.
okay.
Hamid was in the living room making a whole lot of ruckus, like, oh, Ariel's fighting downstairs. Oh, I'm about to go. So I'm like, oh crap. So I threw on some clothes, threw on some sneakers, and they're like, so let me go follow him, cause make sure Muhammad's okay. So we went run downstairs. Like we just got like from the top stairs to the bottom stairs, just jumping downstairs, making mad ruckus. So when we get downstairs, there's like no fight. We see Ariel and Chantel sitting like right on the stoop. So like, okay, I thought there was a fight. I thought it was like, well, I was about to go back upstairs, but Muhammad kept going, so I was like, I might as well follow him. So then we talking and stuff, and he was like, yo, what happened? And then he's telling the story. But I didn't understand quite much, so then they just like, oh, let's walk around. Kiss man. So I'm like, okay, let's walk around. So we were walking around the corner, and then from the end of the block, we could see a police car on the other end of the block. So he was like, whatever. So we just ignored it and we kept walking. And more police cars came. And then they went to Ariel because the girl that her boyfriend got jumped and stuff, she was in one of the cruisers. So then I guess she pointed them out and then they told him to get against the gate. I'm like, oh shit, alright. We in some hot shit right now. So I told my brother, yo, cross the street. And I'll just like walk around the corner and like stay right around the feet and stuff. But I guess that wasn't enough because I thought I was good, like, cause I was not even around him. So I figured like I'll pose like a spectator or something, which I really was, cause I didn't really do anything. But then a cop came behind me, cause I looked of, I guess cause I was black and I looked like I would do something like that. So he came up behind me and he asked me if I had any drugs. And I was like, nah, I don't have any drugs. So he patted down my pockets. And he took out his flashlight and started searching the ground, like the dirt near the trees next to me and stuff, and under the car. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so stupid. I'm like, what is he asking? I thought he was just asking me. Like, I didn't know he had the intentions of arresting me. I was like, no. And then the second cop car was like, put your hands behind your back. I'm like, whoa, I didn't even do anything. So I'm like, why are you doing this? I didn't even do anything. So then he put me against the car and my chin hit to like the top of the hood. And I'm like, yo, I didn't even do anything. I'll keep telling him. He's like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, oh, cocksucker. So then he grabbed my hand and then put me on the ground. And the ground was like mad hard. I got like a cut on my knee. And I fucked with my pants. Those are nice brown pants. And then they were my mom just recently gave them to me. So then he got me up and then he put me in the back of the car. There's just like no room in that car, I swear. There's like, there's a seat which I'm like basically sit on, and then the back of the seat of the front, like the passenger and the driver's seat, it's like this close. You have to like literally like turn your legs like that. It's so tight, like you got no sitting room. I basically was just made in the bed and I was laying there. And then while they was still arresting Ariel and Chantel, I was in the car first, I guess. So then I'm like, yo, and then he left the car. I'm like, yo, I didn't even do anything. Yo, I didn't do anything. What's wrong with you? And he's like, yo, be quiet. I'm like, no, I didn't do anything. I'm like, it wasn't me. So, and then he just ignored me, I guess. I'm like, so I just settled down. I was like, fuck, maybe they'll let me go at the station. That did not happen.
Walton's stomping for America, right?
Oh, that's right. I didn't know.
So then this weekend, it's a Memorial Weekend, and next weekend it'll be in America.
I don't know last time was involved, right?
It's 30 eggs. The talking to me, not stirring.
Yes, I am.
You want a sandwich or you just want the bacon and egg? Just bread then.
Oh, cool.
Sit down and eat. And take anything off your head.
No.
Okay. Wait a minute. Watch your breath. Hold on. God, thank you for protecting us as we went throughout. As the rest of the last night, please continue to protect us as we go throughout our day. Please allow us to bring a smile on his face and make things in our life. Thank you for you about receiving the name of Son Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. But I didn't put.
Tastes good to me.
Cause you made that.
Everything tastes good to you.
Huh?
Cause you made that.
So that makes them don't mean it tastes good.
Actually, I don't think the eggs.
You would think it would taste good.
What is that?
You would think it would taste good because you're cooking.
I made this bacon.
Just like nobody thinks
They
their
don't
child.
look good.
Just like nobody thinks their child is ugly. Same thing.
You don't have no class at 8:50?
No, it's walking school. And I just sit there and wait until the period starts.
Okay.
No, it better be early than me.
Alright, no. Alright, you can have them pack their stuff and I'll come and get them. Alright, indefinitely. I'm with you wholeheartedly. Okay, then. She said they're gonna pack their stuff, they're gonna come live with me. I pride myself on having a pretty good relationship with my children. There could be something going on in the home. I really don't know. What's at stake for Mouse is that he has to go to summer school. It's just about getting him back, see what's going on with him and putting him back on track. I'm really. I'm not gonna go speak to him now because then I would be speaking to him on pure emotion. That's not the right way to approach this. Oh boy. Mouse, I see him going into the service, okay, being a career soldier, okay, or either doing his tour duty and then coming home and being a police officer. He hasn't really determined what he wants to do, what career he wants to pursue. Like his oldest brother from day one said, I want to be a police officer. And so he set his sight on that. He's going to Berkeley. He's taking criminal courses in criminal justice. So he's doing what he has to do to achieve this goal. Like I said, Mouse is somewhat nonchalant.
Father's real strict on him now. He do what I can't do because I can't keep taking him off work to go check on him. I try to tell him go to school and I leave 5:45 in the morning. You understand? And I call and make sure they are. If they go to school, they go to school. They tell me I try to take their word for it. But if they don't go to school, what can I do?
I know, I'm cool.
I want him to have a life. I want him to be a man, you understand? Because if he don't, he'll be swallowed up around here, and that's not good, okay? None of his friends is doing nothing for themselves. I want Mouse to do something for himself because he's real smart. He's a smart kid. He's real good with his hands. So I want him to do something with himself.
Hey, I'm not sure how much I explained last time with regards to the bench warrant, but part of the history is that there was that snowstorm, right? And Luther didn't come that day, like a lot of people didn't come that day, and a bench warrant was stayed, which means that it wouldn't show up on his rep sheet or anything like that. It wouldn't be a bench warrant as long as he came. In Luther's case, the very next day. The judge was being very strict with students because he felt like a lot of people were getting to court, and a student, he knew that the schools were canceled that day, and so he wanted students on a very short leash. He wanted them to come back right away. But anyway, so when a bench warrant is stayed, that sort of puts things on hold, because the next day that he was in court was not a hearing and trial date anymore. It was just for him to appear to vacate the warrant that was stayed. A new hearing and trial date was set. Because it was just a one-day turnaround, it really didn't slow stuff down that much. It's just he had to come to court one more time for no good reason. You know, I think they're sensitive to people's particular situations, and that not everyone could get to court. I mean, with Luther's issue was the buses were all not working, I guess, that day. So he wasn't punished for it. I don't think the judge was viewing it that way. I think it was, look, I don't know anything about this young man. I need to know if he would have come that day or not. I can't just totally excuse him if, let's say, he wasn't going to come that day anyway. I set a date in like 3 months. I don't know where he is this entire time. Because, you know, they treat people with open cases as needing to be supervised to some extent. It was a shock for me coming from a different jurisdiction where cases move so much more quickly. The flip side, though, in D.C., where I came from, where cases move more quickly, people are actually on a probation-like supervision while their case is pending. They have to drug test. They have to report to a pretrial services agency. So in terms of punishment prior to conviction, that was probably even harsher. But this is different, and I would say also harsh. People have to keep coming back. They have to account for themselves. They have to miss days in school or work. It's bad, and in some ways it's oriented towards wearing people down to take pleas, I think. His offer has been a 240-26 and a conditional discharge. A 240-26 is a harassment violation, which is not a crime. If you go to trial, they're going to try him on a B misdemeanor, most likely, which is a crime. And if you lose on that, he has a record. He's a young guy, but he's being charged as an adult. And I think he would know better how a misdemeanor record would affect his life. And I guess I would know better, more or less, how a trial might go. And every trial is a gamble. So we're in a place different than we thought we might have been.
I don't really think I'll be ready. Like, I'll still be in shock. Like, oh shit, I'm in prison. But like, I don't want to say I know. Sound like a badass, but I think I'll be able to hold my own, I guess. It's like, because Ariel has been to prison before. He went to prison when he was like 16 or something, I think 15. And he was like, all you gotta do is like, just like mind your business, not get into anything. And just like hold your own and stuff like that. I take a lot of prison advice to the heart, just in case I ever go to prison. Oh, no, this is Mouse. What's up, Alejandro? Yeah, what's going on for today? Yeah, this is Luther. Oh, yesterday I was in after school. I have after school like every day to like 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Friendly 5 lane inbound.
He called me. How you
Get
just
back
gonna
in your
run in
respective
here?
direction. Show us where you want it.
Oh, okay. I didn't get anything you just said, but I'm gonna take it as you know what you're doing. So, alright, so we go to the same building, right? So, what, we go to the same building, right? Same building now. I'm at my house getting ready to leave. Yeah, so same building, same floor, same everything. Alright.
Yeah, we dead covering the space, right? You know, like,
Yeah. Where I'm near a bus? Alright, gotcha. Alright, we got to leave.
Enemy RCXD. Enemy 5 lane above.
Alright, come on guys, let's depart Jay.
What did he say? Napalm strike all the way.
Hey, he said he called the prosecutor or something. And I don't know. I really don't understand a single word he said. He said something about the prosecutor has to be ready or something. I don't know. But he said just call when we get there, so. Yeah, that gun is sick. Oh, what is that?
Taking the lead. Enemy SAM turret inbound. I'm out.
I don't really think my case affects anyone else as of now. Like, as of now, it's just like, oh, Mounts has a court date, he'll go back and stuff like that. But, like, say something bad happens, like, if whatever, the motion doesn't go through or anything like that, and I happen to do, like, get, like, maybe 3 months in jail, then I think it will affect people, because then, like, if my brother, like, if I wasn't in a situation, my other brother was in a situation, I would wonder, like, oh, it's like, what's happening now? What's going on? Because I would want to know if my brother's gonna like go to jail or something like that. But I told him I usually keep their heads positive and stuff, so they don't have to worry about it. That's why they worry about it now. Like, if they ask me, oh yeah, when's your court date? What do you think's gonna happen? Oh, no, you know, I'm just gonna get dismissed and stuff like that. And they be like, okay, they can go, because I don't want them to worry about like what I have to go through and shit. Like, let that bother them. I feel like they're not, I want to say they're not old enough like to know what's going on, but they wouldn't understand. Like, so I wouldn't trouble their heads like that. Like, I didn't do anything, but they say I did something, and then I might go to jail like Muti or Ethan or something like that. And the baby will get it, but I don't want them worrying about that. Cause then like, I don't want, in like a couple of days, like Muti's crying, oh blah blah blah, my brother's going to jail, and then I feel like that's my fault because I told him. But I don't really think, I don't want to think that I'm not gonna serve like jail time or anything like that. But you never know, stuff happens. I take out my ID because like, there's a machine where you have to swipe your ID. So take out my ID, then I take off all the metal. I don't usually carry metal anyway, so I don't carry belts and shit like that. So I just basically, what I do, I carry keys in my wallet. So I basically take all the keys and stuff, put it in my book bag, put my book bag through the thing that scans it, and I walk through. There's 3 metal detectors, like one here, one in the middle, one on the opposite end. And there's officers, the officers that check the machine as it goes through, and the officer that checks the metal detector, like the rating or how much metal you have, like that. And there's a whole bunch of tables, and you just put it on. And what you basically do is just put your stuff in there. If you have boots in, like some type of boots with like metal, and then we take them off, stuff like that. So you walk in, this is the doors. You walk in, you do whatever you gotta do with the metal detectors, and you keep going straight. And then there's like a turn where there's an auditorium right there, but you have to keep going straight to reach the elevators on the south side. So I just take the elevator and I just go to class. I didn't know what was what. I was young and I was scared, honestly. So I didn't really know what was going on. I was just going through the motions. Hopefully nothing would come out of it that would be bad. And going through court, you know, it kind of scared me every time I went through it because I didn't know what would happen. Most of my family, they've been to jail, you know, and they got out, so I didn't really want to experience that at that young of an age. So I was like scared. I was like, damn. The stuff that happened to me, it can still happen anywhere. Like, it can happen. I thought when I was younger, like, I wasn't never going to get arrested. You know, I'm not going to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I can control it now. I'm in a headquarters platoon. There's 3 platoons in the company. There's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and headquarters. So that's made up a company. A company has a CO, which is commanding officer, and a 1st sergeant. And then you have NCOs, which are E5s and above, which is sergeants, staff sergeants, sergeant 1st class, all the way up to 1st sergeant. And basically they command us soldiers. And our company is part of a battalion, which is made up of 4 companies. It's Alpha Company, Bravo Company, Charlie Company, which I'm in, and HHC, which is not the combat arms jobs, which is like medics and S shops, certain other jobs. And our battalion is part of the brigade, which is 3-2, and that's what it is. So I'm in 5th Battalion, 20th Infantry. I'm aware that my job is important because if something goes down with the Bravos, which is regular infantry, you know, and they need our help, you know, to say call for fire, you know, it depends on me whether I can help the situation or not, you know, just help out. So it's really important. Depending on where I depending on where I fire, it can either be bad or good. You know, I can destroy the enemy, or I can destroy the friendlies. You know, so it's really precise on where you shoot and how fast you can get the rounds downrange. That can basically save lives. If I make a mistake, if I shoot in the wrong grid, that can potentially be a big problem. You know, so you gotta be precise, you gotta make sure your elevation is good, your deflection is good, and you gotta make sure your bubbles are leveled. Because if you don't, that's just a bad day. Because if you're dropping bombs, you know, and you hit the wrong place, then it's just a bad day in general.
Otherwise, ain't no clarity, dog. Take controls, pop maneuvers, all you hear me, dog.